You are like a fine wine or a beautiful cat. With time, you get better, maybe a little fat. Don't tell Quicksilver I said that. Yes, yes, yes. I hear you're like a fine wine with age. The flavor becomes richer. The scent of you, your bouquet, is becoming floral, becoming noticeable to those around you. They can smell the changes in the air, whether we know it or not. Humans are just like dogs and cats, and able to pick up on those scents, those bouquets, the changes in the hormones, changes in the energy. Because you've been changing your energy and diving deep, clearing out the basement, all those musty smells are going away and you smell like fine wine. And this is coming to you in divine time. If you find this reading is for you. If you are a light worker, starseed, magician, high priestess, if you are leaning into, stepping into your power and owning your light for the first time, for the second time, for the 25th time, I'm happy to be your guide today. I'm Anthony, Middle Path Mystic. If you're new here, thanks for tapping in, tuning in. If you're returning, I appreciate your patronage so much. Come on in for a private reading. I can do mostly recorded private readings, with few exceptions of times we could do a in-person Zoom reading. So without further ado, let's tap into the Divine Feminine deck first here. Gorgeous Vesica Pisces. I also see it as like, you know, the all-seeing eye, but the lid is closed because you're going through an inner ascension. You know, people say that it's not ascension, it's inner ascension. And then some people, it's not inner ascension, it's outer ascension. I believe it's both. We go through outer changes, outer transformations, and we go through inner transformations. And this path is, about both, the inner ascension and the outer ascension. 306 on the timer. What do we need to know, see, and hear? 3, 6, and 9s. And then seeing that one. What do we need to know, see, and hear from the Divine Feminine? Okay, that's odd. I wanted not the bottom one, but the second one up. We're not getting bottom cards today. So it's like telling me that what we need to see is already pretty visible. That's plenty of cards. Maya Bago, the warrior saint. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting this divine, hard love kind of coming through. Some serious love here. I'm a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. So if we've been calling in resources and support, Maya Bago is here to empower you with that divine warriorship. The relationship to your roar in battle of, stepping into battle with the biggest weapon there is, love, a sharpened tool, sharpened pillar, a conduit of light here. Also underneath, being told to stop here, the green Tara. Yeah, we got the Jesus fingers, the blessing, the receiving, the releasing, the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. Green Tara. Tara also references a fifth dimensional Earth. Fifth dimensional Earth already exists, and for those living in the fifth dimension, they glimpse sights of Green Tara, this ascended Gaian frequency, 555 on the timer. It's these changes. The Earth is going through upgrades as well. And your soul is in communication with the Tara energy. Yeah, the green beings. These were real beings. These beings were green. And there were blue beings as well. The golden crown. Gold is important because this is about alchemy. This is about finding the gold in life. Finding the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Also, underneath the moss and the dirt. Finding it in your sleuth box as you sift through the stones and pebbles of life. I do what my heart compels me to do. Yeah, I see the red beads around the neck as well. Oh, actually, it's a lei of flowers. A red lei of flowers. Yeah, ground in your heart. Is the message here. Ground in your heart. Fatima, mother of imams. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. Love is my religion. Love is my religion. Gratitude and love. Love, 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 and gratitude. I do what my heart compels me to do. I'm a warrior of love. Love is my religion. Yeah, this is about letting go of the old dogmas, of embracing the true frequency of Christ consciousness. That wheel of Dharma here. Also is giving parasol type umbrella, Chinese type umbrella. And this is a Middle Eastern deity, saint, Fatima, mother of imams. Time for me to look more into her. She also had this red, more about grounding in the higher frequencies, the higher place. Grounding in heaven on earth. Our Lady of Guadalupe. We may have been looking at the candles you see at Dollar General, or dollar stores, or just in general. You have come across some of those prayer candles. Empress of protection. You are well protected at this time, like the spines on the rose thorns. The rose wears the thorns because in order to get to that scent, to truly get to experience you, people have to go through boundaries of the thorns to know that they may have to face you standing in your power. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. As above, so below. As within, so without. When we hold ourselves in love, we can tune into that being held in love. Being held in love by the stars here. She's wearing this blanket of the stars. This connection to the celestials, also Mother Earth and Mother Mary as well, with the beautiful rose frequency. Again, more red, lots of red standing out, and yellow, solar plexus. Also blue with the sash around my obago. authenticity, truth, throat chakra. Blossoming lotus, Saraswati. Hindu, goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. So you're learning to, your essence has been brewing in this integration period. And because of all of the shadow work and light work you've done to get to that core of you, you're revealing that essence, scent of your being, the scent of love, the scent of the divine feminine here. Essence of who I am flows effortlessly, like a flow. You see, in the Bugs Bunny cartoons, where like a cartoon floats towards along the scent trail of pie, and ends up at the hot pie on the window. I have this flow of the waterfall. Orange and red sacral chakras. Yeah, sacral, solar plexus, and root chakra, big emphasis. We've also got heart chakra here as well. So bringing, this like energy of feeling it in the heart and then moving from the mind. This is that crowning, that anointing. We've got the black Madonna. And dark goddess energies. Dark mothers, the lady of the hermit. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. This is finding the gold, to wearing, your aura becomes more gold. When you hold the power, the staff of power here, the scepter, the receiver of love, expanding your capacity to love, comes from transforming your pain and sufferingness into gold, alchemy. Perhaps we are being called to study some on alchemy, to learn about it. I'm right there with you. I have much to learn about alchemy, I believe myself. White buffalo calf woman. White calf buffalo woman also comes in with white, the bald-headed eagle. Also seeing, yes, the buffalo spirit is here as well, white buffalo. And the coyote. Coyote, buffalo, bald eagle. Prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass, and the path of love is true abundance. Beyond the box of physicality, the box of your wallet, the cash, there is abundance in love. Love is the frequency of abundance. And in order to flow with love, you must welcome abundance. And in order to welcome abundance, you must flow with love. These things go hand in hand. Yamoya and Lilith. I'm also getting Adigaris as well, mermaid-like energies. The first ladies, the first creatures, the first feminine receptacle, as it is said, of divine being, Yamoya and Lilith, the goddess of all that flows. Allowing your wisdom, your love, your heart fire. Also seeing fairy energies, like fairy wings behind her, the flares. Yeah, ocean, of course, dreadlocks. I'm an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. This inner ascension, as well as this outer reflection of that inner light and the essence that is brewed, ready to be revealed. I am the voice of my body. Yeah, Lilith brings this energy of take no shit, take no prisoners. Not to say you're going out there to behead anyone, but Lilith, strength, wisdom, assuredness, and confidence, body confidence, soul confidence. I choose the life that I desire to live. Lilith is about the choice to release the bounds of control and strain that have been either spoken over our lives or burdened onto our lives. The Prism Oracle today. Prism Oracle. What do we need to know, see, and hear from the Prism Oracle? Show you the box here. Prism Oracle. And focus. I'm hearing your grandpa's very proud of you. One of you listening. Is there a Kate out there tuning into this reading? What do we need to know? See here. Masks are coming off. Yeah, the shadow mask, the shadow ego is falling, allowing that inner light to shine. I'm hearing your anger is divine. Sometimes expressing our anger is the lovingest thing we can do, because it's about being honest, lovingly honest. Right? Underneath we have the faith card. So you've been called to be more faithful. Perhaps this is one of those portals, in this period of potential to strengthen that faith muscle. As you may have been feeling a little bit isolated in spirit, or isolated friends, family, are being called to trust the cycles, to have faith in the journey, that everything is connected. Third eye center as well, getting a crown chakras too. This is that the wisdom. I have the wisdom card. The goddess of self-knowledge here, Saraswati. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. Final card underneath, we've got illumination. This solar energy as we are in astrologically Leo season, stepping into astronomically Leo season. In the depths of summer here, solar sun energy, illumination. You're going through an awakening. Another level of awakening to the higher heart, to a higher knowing. And awakening your creativity, creative life force. We're receiving lots of aha moments, ideas, creative inspirations. information from your soul. Your soul informs me every step I do what my heart compels me to do. So you're having faith that your creativity is leading you to solutions around anger, or dropping the anger. Anger just fell on the floor and flopped over, so there you go. There's some alchemy in action. Consciousness. Yeah, tapping into your higher consciousness, becoming more conscious of the cycles of consciousness and the ripples of consciousness. Even small stones make ripples. Larger stones make bigger ripples, but tend to be the same amount of ripples. Consciousness, gray areas. Gray areas. Fog, poking through the fog. Yeah, it can seem like one of these gray areas in the alchemy of turning pain and suffering into love. It can seem counterintuitive, but it's actually one of the most intuitive things we've got going on. The anxiety card comes out in reverse at this lemon lime color, key lime. Key to your lime, to your squeeze. You're no longer feeling as anxious. We've been asked to look at our anxiety and where that may be feeding a sense of control or need to control. And as you are balancing, coming into balance, your head and your heart, this is mind and brain coherence, heart chakra, balancing act, 2 of Pentacles type energy. Also, transmutation, temperance, the temperance card. I've also got pain coming out in reverse, and sadness upright. So pain, yeah, we're recognizing that we can turn pain on its head when we see that it's coming from sadness, from a disappointment, from a disruption in the force. I am the voice of my body and soul. So hearing, balancing pain. Yeah, you've been going through this period of balancing pain and anxiety. Some of you have come into a much more balanced place with your pain, with your anxiety, and thus the pain cycles. But we're still feeling some sadness. We may even be sad to kind of let go of these cycles of pain. Sometimes we can get a little addicted to those cycles of pain because it's like feeling that rush again of like, I need to do something to save this, to correct, to course correct, to heal myself, to take this action. We can get to that toxic masculine energy. And we're really being called into flow and sweetness here, divine feminine energy. Even though Leo is a very masculine energy, something about current energies astrologically are calling us to be in a more feminine flow here. Again, we've got flow coming out with Yamoya and the Warrior of Love. Oh wait, no, it's Saraswati. Also, the essence of who I am flows. So on this precipice of transformation and illumination is your ability to go with the flow that's going to allow you to open the door to abundant opportunities to see how far you've come and how far you're willing and ready to go. Let's call them some tarot cards. We're going to go to Feeling Like the Wild Unknown. Yeah, let's go. I guess we're going to draw from the Wild Unknown. Kim Cross, Wild Unknown. What do we need to know, see, and hear? Know, see, and hear. What do we need to know, see, and hear? Messy shuffles, thank you. All right, flipping, we got a flipper. There's a note of composure and even a slight bit of seriousness here. It's time to take your spiritual path a little more seriously. Perhaps we've been a little lackadaisical in these things. Remember, you know, to fill your cup first. Can't pour from an empty cup. We'll come back to the Ace of Cups. We've got the Emperor underneath this gorgeous pine tree. Standing tall. Yeah, stepping into spiritual adulthood. Self-mastery. We also have this eclipse energy as we move close to an eclipse. New moon, at the new moon. The Emperor. Is the number 4. 4s are about foundations, devotion, enough seriousness to stay focused, dedicated. Having that higher perspective, but also, yeah, you've got a bigger presence and they can smell your piney scent, your essence. And if you've been on this channel for a minute or seen just a few readings, you'll know that at the end of each reading, I speak of how your essence is essential to the presence that creates these collective readings. Son of Swords. Son of a sword. Owl. Son of a sky cat. He's so cute. He looks so happy. And so ready, eager even. Also focus. This is about getting focused. Narrowing your focus. Yeah, going on a bit of a journey here of going with the flow, allowing some sweetness as well to, you know, sweetness of love, unconditional love, to touch this flow, to touch the creative flow, and to take chances with the Fool. Yeah, you're getting ready to feel new again, perhaps newer than you've ever felt. It may even feel like you started all over again on the spiritual path, which, you know, it kind of feels like it happens more than a few times. And this is about, comes to you to say, be that curious child. Maybe seeing baby birds. Fledgling, solar sun energy, solar plexus, personal power, courage. Yeah, we've been calling in courage, stepping into courage. We have the 9 of Swords. It was in reverse in my hands. So this is the decay, the ugliness, the pain, the anxiety. This is literally a card about anxiety. And this 9s are about the cycle closing. Cool. You have to be open-minded enough here to see what we've been worried about. What have we been fearful about? Where are we feeling disconnected, discombobulated? Be willing to look at that. Absolutely, yes. And that's where you're gonna get your aha, your zap of clarity. We got the Ouroboros, we got King Arthur energies, the Ace of Swords, always say, like Excalibur, lightning deities, Thor, Odin, I think in the Celtic, I can't think of his name. Those are some dang difficult names, so forgive me if I can't remember the Celtic names also well. Luke, I think it's Luke. This is a god of lightning. Finally ready to step into the position that was built for you, made for you, that you made a contract with to become. So you came into this life. Star seeds. Yeah, it brings me back to Our Lady of Guadalupe. I am held in love at all time. The starred beings, hearing Arcturians, Lyrians, Sirians, Palladians, are here to remind you that you are protected and held in love at all times. Yes, you're helping you overcome sadness, to overcome the overwhelm, to show you that you deserve love, that you don't have to work so hard for love, that you don't have to keep carrying around this heavy energy in your aura. The leaks, over giving creates cracks and leaks in the aura. And you see this rain coming in, kind of representing the end of the cycle if you allow it. This flow of sweetness, your creative energy, your desire and impetus, your fire to transform your suffering into gold is going to put out those fires, put out those old fires, 10 of Wands. Yeah, you're putting out the old fires of fighting the cycles, and being called to roll with the punches, to remember that a rolling rock gathers no moss, to stay at the hub of the wheel, and to be reminded of the wisdom, the interconnectedness of all things, that everything is connected, the web of life here. We've got the sun underneath and the moon on top. Again, that eclipse energies. Owl. This owl's seeing the wisdom, seeing the loving wisdom and holding a space for the sadness, that may come from letting go of that ride around the anxiety wheel, the people pleasing, the looking for something exciting, looking for that rush, the rush of meeting someone, that rush of trying to make things happen. Finally, we got the Ace of Cups to remind you that you can't pour from an empty cup. Yeah, this is also that essence. When your cup is full, it radiates light, it radiates your divine essence, and is held in this frequency of truth, the scales of truth, like the dragon scales here, or the scales of truth in Libra. And you're going to find, the channel message here, you're going to find by Libra time, Libra season, that you're stepping into this divine mind, this divine timing that's going to serve you in ways that you won't recognize yourself a year from now. Your essence is the presence that brings these collective readings together, and your presence is the essence that I look forward to. Namaste.